What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy, and we have an interesting development in the Jonathan Majors situation, where over the weekend, for those of you who don't know, Jonathan Majors was arrested on accusations of domestic violence. His lawyer came out and said, hey, we have evidence proving that he is the victim here. He did nothing wrong. He is actually very much not in the wrong. We're innocent until proven guilty. We're going to see how things develop. This is also a major issue for Disney, considering he is the main face, I want to say, of MCU right now, being their go-to villain. You have a bunch of issues surrounding this story, but when I focus in on the Jonathan Majors aspect, there's an interesting thing that came up today, just tucked away in an article. But I do want to point out as well, because of this incident, you had the Army pull their recent ad with Jonathan Majors. This happens. Not the biggest fan of it, but I understand where it comes from. It's this whole point of, hey, you know, you did something weird. We can't be seen associating with you right now. Well, there's these accusations. You're not proven, but there's accusations of you doing something very bad and untoward. We can't be seen doing stuff with you right now, so we're going to pull these ads. I'm not a fan of that. I see where they're saying. I think it's wrong. But the Army did pull their ad. You then had two directors speak out about Jonathan Majors' alleged vicious, cruel behavior and more affect actors' assault arrest. And more after actors' assault arrest. I misread that. Anyways, you had actors coming out saying that he was vile. He was awful on set of Lovecraft Country. He was an awful human being, and I can't believe it's just now that people are seeing how awful he is, how heinous he is, how much of a meanie he is. But yet, we also have, of course, lawyers are going to come out and have to defend their client very viciously, saying that there's tons of evidence that this didn't happen. You also have the lawyer again saying that the woman retracted her statement and said, hey, this didn't actually happen. And when you come over here to this article, and I know it's still about the Army pulling the ad, just scroll down here. According to police sources, the actor called 911 himself to report his concern about his girlfriend, whom he lives with. However, when police arrived, the girlfriend allegedly told a different story, saying that she and Majors were in a cab on the way home from a bar in Brooklyn when he physically attacked her, the police source told ABC News on Sunday. That becomes interesting. He called. Why would you call on yourself? This goes to something that the lawyer pointed out. She was having a mental incident. She was having issues. What kind of issues? What was going on? There were reports that in the car, she was trying to look at his phone because he was doing something on his phone, and that's when she started freaking out. Who knows what happened? There's his truth. And I don't like to say your truth, but this is how the truth oftentimes works. There's his truth, her truth, and the real truth is somewhere in the middle. So what's going to happen is going to have to happen. Play out on a court of law, whatever. I think he's going to be found innocent and charges aren't going to be moving forward. I get it. He is charged at the moment, but I think nothing's going to actually come of it. When I see all this, though, when I see, Army pulling the ad, when I see people coming out and saying how awful he is and how mean of a person he is, it reminds me of other incidences throughout Hollywood. You had Johnny Depp. After Johnny Depp's accusation was accused by Amber Heard, that vile, vile woman, a lot of people came out and were bashing the man, but also a lot of people came out in support of the man. Another incident happened very recently that I didn't really cover on this, but this was, Justin Roiland. Justin Roiland was accused of very heinous, very awful things in the sexual nature, I believe with minors. Like disturbing things he was accused of. He was cleared of all incidences. He was found innocent in all of this. Didn't happen. But what happened to Roiland? He was fired. He was lambasted. He was treated like a pariah. Yet that's what happened, could have happened to just Jonathan Majors. Now, this also comes to another point. Often, when it also comes to this Army ad. Why is it that in Hollywood, and I understand the reasoning, but I don't agree with it. Why is it that when you have these heinous accusations, they immediately drop you from everything? No proof, just an accusation. That's what happened with Johnny Depp. Actually, the Johnny Depp situation makes a lot of sense because after the Amber Heard thing, what happened? He lost his career at Disney. That actually hurt him because of the accusation that were not valid, that were untrue. We have all the tapes to prove it, and we had an entire trial to prove it. When you have that situation, when you have these moments, that brings up an interesting thing. One, why does it happen? And two, obviously they're not applying it equally. Yeah, Army pulled its ad. Is Jonathan Majors going to get recast in all of the MCU? No, probably not. Highly doubt that they're going to recast Kang. Why? Well, because of the obvious angle that they can spin and the precedent they have already set that you can't recast these actors. They have to stick. They have to stick. Evidence is Wakanda for never. Wakanda for never. Why is that? I don't agree that he should be recast. I don't agree that he should lose his job over an accusation. Again, innocent until proven guilty. But why is it okay to get rid of Johnny Depp immediately after accusations? Believe all women? Why is it okay to get rid of Gina Carano after a tweet that didn't even do what they said she did? Her tweet was very innocuous and was all about, hey, don't demonize your neighbor. But they said she was being anti-Semitic. So we have to get rid of her. You're not going to get rid of not Justin Roiland, Jonathan Majors. But when it comes to Justin Roiland, different company, I get it. But when his accusations came out, his very heinous accusations, by the way, when they came out, he lost everything. The people that worked with him also came out and lambasted the dude, called him all sorts of heinous things. He's not going to go. Now he's innocent. He could probably go back. He's not going to. Because he saw how heinous the people were that treated him. How heinous the people were that treated him? How heinous the people treated him. I think I still said that wrong, but anyways, moving on. This is a weird situation that we're getting ourselves into, and I don't like it. And I get this. This has moved from, hey, weird incidents with Jonathan Majors, you know, the point that, hey, he called the cops to report this. He called 911 to say, hey, something's up. Now it makes me think maybe he was getting beat. Maybe he was being treated awfully. He called the cops because, hey, he needed help. But because maybe he did. Not saying that it's okay to hurt, but maybe he had to push her away because she was beating him. He gets in trouble. Who knows what's happened? It's going to take time. There are tapes. She retracted her statement. What's going to happen? I don't know. I think the charges are going to be dropped and it ain't going to move forward. But it does bring up why does this always have to happen? Why is this constantly going on? And why deal with these accusations anymore? So I'm going to leave it there. I get it. This is a shorter video than normal, but let me get your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it out with your friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.